Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the divisional round playoffs on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Portland Snowhawks and the Sacramento Miners. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Portland Snowhawks and the Sacramento Miners. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3 cornerback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here. And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game. This is Ridley. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago. I was so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see this week, Coach? And boy, he got fired up, didn't he? Takeaways. We need turnovers. We got to create them. Got so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It was fun to watch. Somehow I always upset a coordinator in those meetings. Yeah. But they like you. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball? That's accurate, yeah. And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
50, plant. Hey, watch the ball,
Now Ridley. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. They'll run with Ridley.
Let's go. Let's do it.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ready? Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find his man on the outside. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw, and it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw over the middle, taken in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago. And last week in that victory, they were pretty good. Probably a pretty easy film session, I would imagine.
And after a performance like that, so many people think you just roll into film, take your popcorn, kick back, and enjoy the show because they played well. I can just tell you from experience, after a win is when coaches come down on you harder. Because they want to emphasize all the mistakes that happen. Because you won, you're in a good mood. They want to bring you back to earth. Oftentimes you walk out of there and you ask your teammate, did we win last week?
So my assumption was wrong. I learned something. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now back out comes the offense. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And he's got his man on the out route. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
Back to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This from 36 yards out. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here now the offense heading back out there. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on, and how many often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. But it's a one-shot deal like the NFL. That's critical because now you come in and you've got the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
15-1.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, Compton. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Hartley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll run on first down. Compton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw. Hartley. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Touchdown, Sacramento. The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. The point after is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That time a 9-play drive. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
51, Mike 51. I'm coming for it.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
They can't hang with us.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
15 line.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. On first down, Compton. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Hey, I got number 80. I got number 80.
To throw on second down, Hartley. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Go. 8 read.
On third down, Compton. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Down. 10-2 stop.
52, come on. Get in the weight room.
5.
On first down, Hartley. Going right side here, and that's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Wood. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Hartley. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Operating from the gun, Hartley. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Now.
Off the play fake. Hartley, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down.
Holding.
Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And Walker has it. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw on third down, Hartley. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
That play was blocked so well, it almost felt like a 7-on-7 session with no rush at all. Quarterback was able to stay in the pocket, scan the field, go through his progressions, and find the open receiver for a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Here we go. H.E. Gator. Here we go. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he will take it in for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until the
pressure comes, and down he goes.
Boom, all day.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miners 21, Snowhawks 18.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the foot. Under pressure, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's taken on the 25. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him. Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him. No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Let's make these big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Here we go. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
A 10-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. 7-yard line. The catch is made. Now Carson fumbles the football, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, Hartley, and it's caught. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown, and his guys have once again taken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. A field goal could get this playoff game to overtime, but this crowd, they are going to make it tough as they line up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Over the middle, it's complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. His throw caught at about the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. He'll buy some time. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the home side to take over on offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,